Sticks!
Not marching down the wicket too far.
So yes, we're in this beautiful city of Pretoria, the Jacaranda city of South Africa.
Oh, this one just straying down. It's a stifled appeal. I think it's a bit far-fetched. That was clearly going down the leg, but everyone's just excited to be on the pitch. And you could just see the exuberance of youth running around up and down the whole time.
And today our two standing umpires are Lauren Achenbach, who's just been at the T20 World Cup. She's just come back. So we've got a lot of experience here today. And then we have Stacey Latachan, who's standing at square leg. It's her first year on the panel. And she played first-class cricket. She played for Western Province for at least about 10 years, I think. So we've got a lot of experience out here today.
Oh, this one is uprooted the middle stump. Playing all around that one. And what a start for the SA under-19 ladies. Phenomenal delivery. Just look where that middle stump is.
And that's exactly what South Africa needed here today. Lovely start by them. She kept a nice line of length. She's just letting the wicket do everything for her. And well deserved there. Great bowling.
Phenomenal bowling. And exactly what the SA under-19s would have wanted, especially after winning the toss and electing to bowl first, and that one just through the defences, and it's a wicket time for the SA under-19s. Next batting for Ireland is the very exciting Alice Tector. I wonder if there's any relation to the senior player in the men's side, Tector.
So this is exactly the start that South Africa needed. So Ireland under a bit of pressure at the moment this morning with this first match of this 5.
On the money again, and this one just play down, picked up a gully, just let the ball come to her.
So this is excellent bowling here by Nina. She bowling really well, lovely line of length, and that's exactly what South Africa needed to do here early on this morning.
Oh, again, keeping very, very low and very lucky to get away with it. Even the keeper was a bit surprised there for the South African under-19s, not picking that one up, just apologizing and saying that, oh, that one just bounced in front of me.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be in for a very interesting day here today with the way the wickets played off that first over, with some of the balls keeping a bit low. So let's just see what happens here today.
It's the end of the first over. It is going to be a fantastic summer of cricket. It started off already, and we saw the Division 2 in the men's league. Now the ladies getting their opportunity. Kayla Reyneke coming into the attack. Keeper standing up. A bit of pace taken off here.
And it's nice to see the captain taking a leading front here. Let's see how she bowls here.
2 for the loss of 1 at the moment is the Ireland under-19. Oh, and a bit of innovative cricket. Walking across to the off stump. This could be the first boundary. And it is crossing the ropes. And a lovely stuff by Tector. Just walking across. And the angle created by the captain from around the wicket. Just working it onto the leg side.
Yeah, what a fantastic shot that is early on in the innings. Just walked across it. It was outside the off stump. And she just helped it on its way around the corner there for 45. The outfield being very quick here today. So, like I said before, there hasn't been too much rain around, so the outfield really quick.
Oh, played off the back foot, and lovely pick up there by backward point. Tector looks a very compact young player.
Most definitely. Looking very positive, the way she's playing. Really good to see early on in her innings.
Again, off the back foot. You can just hear the oohs and the ahs. Might feel that Reyneke is just setting her up. Getting the ball nice and full. Still opting to play off the back foot is Tector. Oh, using her feet, and this time finding the gap between cover and point. This will go for the second boundary of the over, and Tector is on the charge.
What a lovely shot that is, just using her feet, nice double step, and just hits the ball nice and square through the covers there. Lovely square drive there by Tector. And the field setting here today, we have 4 on the offside. So backward point, got your cover, your extra cover, and your mid-off. And then on the leg side, you got your mid-on and your mid-wicket.
Oh, what a great comeback there by the captain. Would not have liked that one going through the offside. And this time, Tector just playing around it. Lovely take by the keeper as well. Oh, this time just working it onto the leg side. And just looking at the career of Tector, she's got 5 ODI matches at an average of 84 in ODIs. So a T20 career is not too shabby either, an average of 36 in the 12 matches that she's played. And it is a phenomenal stats that she's boasting with.
So the series between the two teams, it's in preparation for the Malaysia World Cup, which is going to be held in 2025. It's going to be from the 18th of January to the 2nd of February next year. So this is all in preparation for that World Cup. And yeah, very excited about this series. 5-match series, T20. So yeah, anyway, let's see what happens.
Oh, finding the outside edge. Is this going to beat the fielder? Oh, valiant effort down at third man. It just can't cut it off. And it's another boundary for Tector. Really is on the charge. This time, a bit fortuitous.
Fortune favouring the brave here. She's nice and positive. And that's how you've got to play when you come into T20 cricket. No time to play yourself in. She's come out here and she's been very positive. And that's what happens when you're positive. Well done.
Dobby saying Nini finding the outside edge already. A wicket in her wickets column. Uprooting the middle stump earlier. Yeah, so full. And again, just out. So reach off the slip and fantastic fielding down at third man. It is brilliant stuff. It's Mona Lisa Lachori here at third. Couldn't cut off the first one. This time, proactive in the fielding. A lovely stop. This time just a tad shorter. Didn't get up as much as Tector expected it. Nini not a very skiddy bowler. Doesn't hit the deck hard, so you don't expect to get an extra bounce.
Exactly, and they've got a first slip there, which is nice to see. They're attacking South Africa with that early wicket. They're hoping to try and get another wicket here to keep the pressure on Ireland.
Nice and full once again. Tector on the drive. Almost a little bit of miscommunication. This time hitting the stumps. Good fielding. And oh, a lucky run for the Irish. Call it the luck of the Irish, would we?
She was a bit unfortunate there, the fielder. A very good throw, having a direct hit. And obviously ricocheting off the wickets for Ireland to scamper through for another single.
Maybe not necessary to go for the shy, but it's those little moments in a game that can change the complexity of a game. Oh, SA under 19 would love another wicket here.
Oh, fantastic bowling here by Nina. Just back of a length there, nice and, bowling towards the off stump there. Good bowling.
And a couple of yes, no's, and then a firm no from Amy Hunter, sending Tector back. Alice Tector wanting to come through for that fumble. Never run on a misfield. Oh, again keeping low and finding the bottom part of the bat. A little bit of a noise there. Just looks like this end that Nini is bowling really is going to cause some trouble when it comes to the bounce.
Oh, most definitely. And just speaking to the umpires this morning, they were saying that they are going to be using the same wicket for the 5 games. So that could be very interesting as the series continues.
You know, the ground people at University of Pretoria is very, very good. They'll probably sort it out. A bit of water, a bit of splash, heavy roller on. We'll just get that crack sorted out. As we see a change in bowling, it is after 3 overs. It is Ireland under 19 batting first. It is 18 for the loss of 1. Replacing Kayla Reineke, the captain, who conceded 9 runs, 2 boundaries in her first over. Faye Cowling coming into the attack. Right arm seamer. Oh, lovely shape and a good... Oh, Tector just looks so compact, so elegant.
Yeah, I like Cowling's bowling action. She's nice and tall, so she's using her height.
Oh, and there's a bit of bounce from the one side that keeps very low, and now all of a sudden Faye Cowling, as you mentioned, using that height and that lovely wrist, just getting a little bit of bounce and beating the outside edge of Tector.
So the crack, where this crack is, it's on the far end of the pitch, this end which Cowling is bowling from, and there seems to be more bounce, which is quite interesting.
Oh, using her feet, Tector coming down the wicket.
Oh, she has a beautiful action. She gets nice. She's nice and tall. She bowls from a very nice high trajectory position. So lovely to see. Someone definitely for the future, getting all this lovely bounce here on a wicket that's not the quickest, with a lot of bounce. So really good to see.
Oh, this one play down to third. Tector just guiding it. The first run's conceded by Cowling. And she plays for Lionswoman here in South Africa. A young up-and-coming player.
I like her field setting here. She's got a slip, which is good to see with the amount of bounce that she's getting.
Oh, this one straying down to leg side. On the far end again, phenomenal fielding. A sliding pickup and throw, only turning it into the one and saving a definite couple of runs for her team. Looks like the SA team is just on the field today.
Yeah, they definitely are in it, and a lot of talking on the field, and they're motivated, which is lovely to see. Yeah, it was well played there by Sargent. She just helped it around the corner there.
Alice Victor working it up. Fake Howling, it's so far a phenomenal over. The end of the over. It is 4 overs gone, 20 for the loss of 1. It is South Africa under 19 taking on Ireland under 19, and these 5 games are going to be a great test to see exactly where they are for that World Cup coming up. Great to see them back on the park, and a touring team visiting our shores.
Yeah, so that World Cup, there are going to be 16 teams competing. There are 2 new teams, I've heard. It's going to be Samoa. They're going to be a new team at the World Cup. And also the host nation, which is Malaysia, will be their first time at a women's under-19 World Cup. And the last World Cup was held in 2023. It was held here in South Africa, where India actually won it. So it's going to be a really good tournament.
Nini continuing Tector down the wicket. I beg your pardon. That was actually Amy Hunter down the wicket. Tabaseng Nini continuing with a 3rd over. Not often you see the fast bowlers getting 3 up front. Oh, a bit of innovativeness and getting herself in all sorts of trouble. There is Amy Hunter getting that one from the edge of the bat into the helmet, and as precaution, they'll just get the physio out, just get the old educated finger, ask a few questions. What day is it? Where you are? That sort of thing. Making sure that player safety comes first. You being an umpire, Brad, that's always a concern for the umpires.
Most definitely. So what they'll do now, the doctor will come on, or the physio, and they'll have to have a concussion test to see that she's okay. Like you say, they'll ask her what day of the week it is. They might ask her another question like, what number do you bat? Just to make sure that she's all right, yeah?
Okay, so it's all those, you can just see that educated thing. Doesn't matter where technology goes, still the best way to see if someone in a very short period of time, see if everyone's all right. Gives the batters and the fielding side just a bit of a breather. It's been a frantic start. 20 for the loss of 1. We saw Tabaseng nearly cleanly bowled Freya Sargent. Middle stump out of the ground, which was a great delivery. But also, just from that end, seeing the ball staying a bit low, Faye Cowling getting a bit of extra bounce from our end. It's going to be an interesting contest, and all 5 games being played on the same wicket. Oh, it's going to be great cricket going forward this week.
There you go. Everything seems to be fine. So that's good to see. Like you said before, the safety of the players is the most important thing. And well done by the umpires there to make sure that that she's fine and that the game goes ahead.
$24 loss of 1. We had a bit of a break in play, just a bit of a concussion test. Amy Hunter looks all right. She tried to be innovative against Nini, getting the ball down to a vacant deep square. Just getting the top edge into the helmet. Again, doing exactly the same thing, and this time she came off, and it's 2 bounces over the fence, and it's 4 runs, and her first boundary of this tour.
What an amazing shot that is. Walked across the wickets and just used the pace of Nini there and just helped it around the corner for 4 runs. So interesting about Hunter. She's played about, I think, around about 26 T20 internationals for the Ireland main team and about 40 ODIs. She's the first Irish batter to score a century. She's the youngest Irish batter to score the first century for the ODIs. She was 16 years old. I think her score was around 121 not out. But what a fantastic shot is. She's played a square drive. lovely shot through the covers for 4 runs.
With a shot like that, it proves why she was the youngest scoring at century at 16 years of age. And like you mentioned, already playing 40-odd ODIs and still is only under 19. She's going to be the key for Ireland in this World Cup, opening the batting. She's not always the fastest starter, but she does kick on as her innings progresses.
So she's actually scored a century in T20 internationals as well as ODIs. So, like you say, she's definitely their best batter.
Oh, Nini going a lot fuller. Just sitting on it a little bit. I think she'll be frustrated. She's going to blast that through the covers.
But both these batters are looking very confident and positive, which is really good to see. I think we're in for a crack of a series here, Gert. So they're just taking out the slip now. That's what happens when you're positive as a batter. Suddenly the field starts changing. Taking that first slip out, South Africa just getting a little bit more defensive, which is understandable.
Oh, and again, that would question the decision taking out the slip. Nini completing her 3rd over. She's now gone for 15 runs, picking up that big wicket of Freya Sargent. Putting a middle stump. Cowling will continue. It is South Africa under 19s winning the toss and electing to bowl first. 28 for the loss of 1 is Ireland after 5. 1 more over to go in the power play.
Now, I like Ranika's captaincy here. She bowled the 2nd over, but realizing that there's quite a bit of life in the pitch with the seamers, she then brought on Cowling from her end. So Nina has now bowled 3 from the far end, the UNISA end, and now you've got Cowling bowling here with her 2nd over.
Using her feet and getting the outside part of the bat. Tector started off like a house on fire. And all of a sudden, just finding the outside part of the bat, not finding a timing at all, especially against Cowling.
Yeah, I think Cowling has got a lot of potential here. She's a bit awkward as a batter to face. Like I say, she gets a lot of bounce. She's tall, and she uses her height beautifully.
Moving across her stumps, working onto the leg side. He'll look to double up. Lovely timing. That actually could go to the fence, and it does. It just looked like a bit of a push, and almost just getting it into the gap, and phenomenal timing by Amy Hunter.
Like you say, that was an amazing shot because she didn't try and hit it too hard either. She just waited for it, and it was all just timing. And you can just see what a beautiful outfield that they have here at Tuckies as well, at Groenkloof. What a fantastic shot that was.
17 days ago, turning 19, Amy Hunter, born in Belfast. Lovely high elbow. She does look the part, doesn't she? You mentioned that women's ODIs. Played 40 T20s already. Best of 101, and that ODI is best of 121 with a strike rate in T20s of 111. Like I said, she doesn't normally start off quickly, but she can kick on as her innings goes on.
Oh, what a lovely shot that is. Rocks back onto a back foot and plays a late cut down to 3rd man. She just looks in control, Hunter. You know, you can just see she's class. You know, the way she plays, she just looks very organized as a batter. Well, both of them are at the moment. I mean, Tector's also looking really, really good. Nice and positive.
Tector started all very good. Like I said, it's almost like as soon as Amy Hunter started taking over, almost lost a bit of a groove, lost a rhythm. Facing up against Cowling. This time finding her timing, finding the gap through extra cover, 4 runs.
She just got her length a bit wrong there, went a bit too full. So very well played there by Tector. Cashing in off the full toss. What I like about the batters, they're not trying to hit too hard. It's all about timing, and that's very important as a batter, not to force the ball when you're batting.
Got to let it come to you, especially if it's a bit of pace on, like Cowling is getting.
That's better. Well bowled. Just got the length a little bit back. And also didn't give it too much width. Just a little bit outside off there. But good comeback by Cowling.
Looks like she's just getting a little bit of shape away from the right-handers. And that's the end of the power play. 38 for the loss of 1. So not too much damage done either way. Irish losing that very first wicket very quickly in the first over, with the compliments of Ntabazeng Nini getting Freya Sargent out for without scoring. Ball keeping a bit low, uprooting the middle stump.
Yeah, so the power play is a little bit different from the men's games in the T20s. So now they're only allowed 4 fielders on the boundary. Instead of in the men's game, they're allowed 5. So in the first 6 overs of the power play, they were only allowed 2 fielders on the boundary. So the last 14 overs, they will only be allowed 4 fielders on the boundary.
Any reason for that rule change? Is just because the boundaries are a little bit smaller, maybe?
Yeah, the boundaries are smaller. And then the other thing is maybe just to try and make it a lot more sort of to help the batter a little bit more. Maybe they don't quite have the power as the men. So therefore, it just makes the game a little bit more exciting and a bit more attacking, just to benefit the batters a bit more. Excellent fielding there.
Yeah, run there. Just that ball just squirted away as Mona Lisa Lagordi comes into the attack. Another one with a lovely high arm action. She does get a bit of swing, a bit of tail in every now and again as well, getting the angles right. You can just see the keeper making sure that the third man moved the gully around. And the third man in between the keeper and the gully. This one just worked and half stop there.
Yeah, well played there by Tector. It's good to see that they just keep the ball ticking over. They're not just thinking of playing big shots all the time, taking away the risk factor. Because obviously, what you want to be doing is building partnerships, and that's what they got going at the moment here. So Ireland are in a good position at the moment. The other thing that's different with women's cricket is that the ball is a little bit smaller as well, which makes sense. I would think that their hands won't be as big as the men, so therefore that also will help them with regards to bowling.
That's 142 grams. Oh, this one wide and went to fetch it, and sweeper will come off the fence, picking it up and just getting a little bit of a lobby throw in. Got to feel that from this end, the spinners might just be in play, because you might just be enticed to play off the back foot, as we've seen that Alice Tector has gone. And with the ball keeping low, might just be a difficult shot.
Well bowled there by the Khori. Excellent ball. Yes, spin's definitely going to come into this game. First day, like I say, keep a little bit lowish. And just watching the World Cup as well, with New Zealand winning the World Cup, they had 2 very good spin bowlers. And I think it's a huge weapon in women's cricket as well, because a lot of them might not quite have the power as the men in, so the ball doesn't quite come on. So you've got to really be able to use your feet and time the ball a lot better.
Getting very excited there is the SA under 19 goals. A bit of a play and miss there by Alice Tector. She's 23 of 22, and Amy Hunter catching up, 16 of 17. Partnership is 40 runs at the moment. Can't wait to see where these 5 matches are going to go. Could go either way. Again, beating Tector on the outside part of the bat. And Mona Lisa Lagordi signs off a fantastic first over. It's only 3 runs conceded.
Okay, and then we have an ICC Women's T20 World Cup coming up, which I've already mentioned. Proteas Friday is back. Let's paint the nation green and gold every Friday as we stand behind a Proteas women in the ICC T20 World Cup, which we already know it's happened. So yeah, but anyway, so let's keep
continuing to
yes,
support
yes.
the ladies. as the Under-19 World Cup will continue as well. So let's keep the Pink Fridays going in support of the ladies Under-19, especially because we're playing on Friday. That'll be great to see a couple of supporters maybe wearing their pink shirts.
That's correct, yeah.
In support of the Under-19 World Cup still rolling on.
Yeah, and we also have a Waza Nawe to the India T20 International Tour. Our Proteas men will be taking on the current ICC Men's T20 World Cup champions, India, in November for a thrilling 4 T20 international matches. Visit www.cricket.co.za for your tickets. At Waza Nawe, be part of it.
Yeah, we're all going to be part of it. It's going to be a great tour. Okay, as you mentioned in the start of our stint, it's going to be a fascinating summer of cricket. You can hear the papers flying around. We're sitting outside. It's great scenes. Cowling into the attack. First wide for her. Just straying down leg side. As I mentioned, we're sitting outside. It almost feels like we're on the field. It almost feels like we're part of the game. Nearly went for a dive when the ball came past us earlier on. My age, you might break something, so won't attempt the dive.
Yeah. At our age, we take a dive, the body gets really sore.
Much better. That's a line she was looking for, and I think that previous one, just the wrist breaking a tad and just pushing it down leg side. Faye Cowling's also in her third over, seeding the 13 runs. No success as of yet. Partnership is 41, and Amy Hunter and Alice Tector doing a great job conserving their wickets. Oh, again, just you can see her showing her frustration, knowing that her wrist is just pushing it down. And Amy Hunter feels that she might have missed off. She could have clipped that one off the legs. No one there on square leg. They've got the fine leg on the fence. It's a very predominantly offside field for the bowlers. So a strange strategy from Cowling to keep bowling into the pants of Amy Hunter. Coming around the wicket now. She does have protection at deep square, maybe trying to push it across her. Exactly what she's trying to do, getting the ball to move across the right-hander. But if you're going to do that, maybe get a slip in just to be a bit more proactive. Maybe give yourself a chance for the edge, especially Cowling, who's been getting a little bit of extra bounce.
Yeah, I think she's trying to go a lot straighter to Hunter. She's trying to tuck her up. Like you say, a few have drifted down the leg side, so it hasn't quite gone the way she wanted to. But there we go. She comes running down the wicket. What a beautiful shot there by Hunter. Straight over the top, straight over the umpire's head for 4 runs.
And that's 4 runs, and that's always the danger. If you're bowling against an experienced batter like Amy Hunter, already has got international experience, I don't think there's too many things they haven't tried against her. Got a T20 100 to her name, as well as an ODI 100. Played over 40 T20s, so she knows exactly how to build an innings. And that plan obviously didn't work for Cowling. Reiniger says, let's go back to basics, go over the wicket again. Let's just finish off the over. Still 3 deliveries to go. It's been a bit of an expensive one, 6 already from it. Oh, innovative cricket and a lovely take by the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, it's interesting bowling there as well. She gave a bit of a short pitch ball there, which is good to see, showing a bit of aggression.
Karabo Meso, also the South African Under-19, who was part of the World Cup as well. Wicketkeeper taking that one, showing all her experience. She'll be vital in the World Cup, Under-19 World Cup as well. There we go, back to basics. Hitting the hard lengths, back of a length. Doesn't matter how good a batter you are, if you face too many of those deliveries, not much you can do.
I think Cowling was a little bit upset there when Hunter double-stepped her. So she has got a little bit more aggressive, and so she gave her a little bit of a short pitch ball there, the one before. And just shows you, sometimes you need something like that to just get your heart pumping.
Are you saying fast bowlers get worked up when someone double-steps them?
I think it's important to. You need to get the adrenaline rushing.
Again, dancing down the track, and this time just finding Reiniger, but it's that hard length, making it hard for the timing. This time, Amy Hunter just tried to force that one a little bit. Faye Cowling finishing her third. She's gone for 18 runs, 6 in that over, with a lovely boundary. by Amy Hunter. This partnership has moved on to 46 and approaching that half a century. The score is 47 for the loss of 1 after 8.
I was very impressed with Carlin there with the last 4 deliveries there. You know, she showed a lot of character. For someone coming down the wicket and hitting you over the top like that, then she realized, okay, I'm going to go a bit more shorter, and she really stepped up to the plate. So excellent bowling there by Carlin.
Monalisa Lachodi going to start off her second.
Also like the tactic of the keeper coming up, just to stop them from double stepping.
Both these batters, Amy Hunter and Alice Tector, love to use their feet. Again, that ball just staying low. You can see Tector just getting a little bit frustrated with the one end coming up nicely and this end just staying low. Even see where the keeper's taking that. It's almost at the bootlaces.
So when a wicket's playing like this, pretty slowish and keeping a little bit low, you want to be sort of trying to bowl off stump on the wickets. You don't want to be trying to give too much width.
Exactly what you're asking for. Just keep it nice and tight. That always gives you the opportunity if that ball stays low for the LBW, which makes it a very easy decision for the umpires. And then also, the one thing that does make it very difficult is for the keeper. Mesa will have a difficult time taking the edges, especially if it's a faint one. Ball dying on you the whole time. Moving across and just working it onto the leg side, but Naidu is on the fence. Coming off and just the one. High-risk shot for one. But I think it's Tector, just that rhythm that she had when she started off, because she started with 2 brilliant boundaries. And now has gone to under 100 strike rate, 24 off 27. Just looks like she's lost the rhythm. But good news for Ireland is that Amy Hunter looks like she's finding hers.
Yeah, no, I think, you know, it just shows the maturity of Tector as well, you know. When you're in a partnership, if you see someone else that's hitting the ball a bit sweeter than you, then that's fine. Give them the strike, yeah?
And exactly what we see there. It's another lovely piece of timing. As I mentioned, the rhythm that Amy Hunter is getting. She get up to that 100 strike rates and a lovely shot through covers for 4.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Like I said before, she didn't try and overhit it. Lachodi just got it a little bit too full, and Amy Hunter just leant onto it and a beautiful cover drive through extra cover. But going back to Tector and Hunter with this partnership, you know, like we said before, when Tector first came in, she was the more positive out of the two. And then she suddenly saw how her partner Hunter got in. Nice bowling there by Lachodi. And then, you know, then she just saw that how Hunter had got herself in, and she was maybe not timing it as well. And then she decided that she'll do a lot more 1s and 2s, and that's what you do in a partnership. So it's great batting by both these batters.
Now, partnerships is very, very important. Even in T20 cricket, you can't have one just blasting from the end, one assisting them. One more delivery to go in the 9th over. Monalisa Lachodi coming into Amy Hunter. Letting this one go, and it's a wide delivery. This one was very wide, just trying to force Amy Hunter to maybe throw her hands at it and not falling for the trick.
Yeah, and as much as T20 cricket has changed cricket in a lot of ways, your 1s and 2s are still vital. And it's not all about hitting 4s and 6s. You're running between the wickets, that extra run where you shouldn't be taking it, that extra 2. It's so important in cricket.
Oh, this one up in the air, and it's taken. Amy Hunter's given away a wicket. It's a bit of a long hop, and she would be fuming giving a wicket away as soft as that one. It is a lovely catch at backward points, and it's wicket time for the under-19 SA ladies.
Yeah, that's a huge wicket for South Africa. That's exactly what they needed. They've broken this partnership between Tector and Hunter. So, like you said, Hunter will be pretty disappointed with herself.
Yeah, 52 runs the partnership. We just look at the replay here. Bit of a nothing ball, bit of a nothing shot. It's long up, it's short, it's wide, and she just opened up the plate and just hit it down the throat of backward point. And Ramallah Khan making no mistake in taking that catch, and Monalisa Lachodi making sure that she picks up her first wicket with the last delivery of her second over, and it's a breakthrough. After 9 overs, it is Ireland under 19, 53 for the loss of 2.
And in comes Annabelle Squires. She's a right-handed batter.
Yeah, joining Alice Tector, who's lost a bit of rhythm, now will become the senior partner in this partnership, which will be very important for Ireland. Just making sure they don't lose wickets in clusters, building another partnership here. Tector must make sure that there's another partnership built.
There seems to be a change of bowling.
Another bit of spin, just making sure that the pace gets taken off. It's Ashley van Wyk coming into the attack. Bit of leg spin and a very first delivery she's bowled. It's a long hop. It's a half tracker, and Tector just gives us a little bit of catching practice, and Ashley van Wyk picks up her first wicket, and it's wicket time for the ladies of South Africa under 19. Normally one brings two. It's exactly what happened there after a big partnership with Amy Hunter, Alice Tector back in the hut. Caught and bowled, Ashley van Wyk. Just look at that. Nothing. Just pop that up. Catch it.
But it just shows, sometimes bad balls can get you wickets. So as a batter, you're always going to be focused, really concentrate really hard. And those are sometimes the deadly deliveries are the ones that get where the batter can play unnecessary. Both these wickets have been balls that haven't bowled them out. They've got themselves out.
Yeah, it was a long hop for Amy Hunter. And now again, a short delivery, just popping it up. Just look at that scorecard thus far. The Ireland under 19 being put into bat by SA under 19. It is Amy Hunter's 24 of 26 and Alice Tector's also 24 of 28. That was a partnership of 52 that got broken by Mona Lisa Lachori, which got caught at backward point, Amy Hunter. And now Ashley van Wyk, one delivery, one wicket. That's how you start off a tour.
So with our beautiful weather here in South Africa, they've decided to have a drinks break after 10 overs during the series of 2.5 minutes. So if you're wondering why they're having a bit of a break, so they've decided to have a drinks break. As Pretoria can get extremely hot here, it can get up to 30, 35 degrees, and we've had a very hot summer so far.
Mentioning that, I think we're also going to have just a bit of a drinks break, and we'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Welcome back. It is after drinks. It is South Africa under 19 taking on Ireland under 19. The tour of the Irish in South Africa, taking part here in Pretoria at Groenkloof. It is Ashley van Wyk continuing, and she picked up a wicket with the very first delivery she bowled. Like normally, the leggies every now and again dragging one short, and Alice Tector just popping it up into her hands. There's now Abby Harrison. Again, this one staying very low and getting a lot of bats on it. Deep square coming around, just cutting it off, making sure it's only the one. Lovely arm there from the deep.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly these games change in T20 competitions. They were in the driving force island. Now South Africa picking up those 2 quick wickets. They've just suddenly turned it around.
.54 for the loss of 3, and it's 3 big wickets. Much better delivery. Lovely flighted, and just could not get her hand down on it. And it's another 4. That's great timing by Squires.
Like you say, there wasn't a bad delivery at all. She actually got a length right there, and Squires played a beautiful cover drive.
As a leg spin, don't mind going for runs. You'll love to see the batters playing shots. Oh, this time the line much better. That's exactly where she wants to be, giving it a lot of flight. No pace on the delivery.
Yeah, I think that is something that she'll want to work on. Try and get a little bit more pace on it. Just gives the batter a bit longer, gives less time for the batter to think about what shot they're going to play.
This one just works on the leg side. So just picking it up. Just the one, and good recovery thus far in this over after the early wickets. Already 6 runs from it. Very important to keep the scoreboard ticking. Oh, much better delivery. Lovely line, lovely length, and a bit of dip there as well for the leggy. Brings her first over to conclusion. It is a 1 for 6 for Ashley van Wyk, and it's 59 for 3 for Ireland under 19.
Oh, that last delivery was the right pace as well, you know, so very well bowled there by Ashley van Wyk. So 10 overs are gone now. They are 59 for 3. And it's amazing to see how South Africa have turned this around, how quickly the game has changed. And we have coming on to bowl now is, who's coming on to bowl here?
Every now and again you'll hear that we'll have to have a look as well. The old eye is always is not always there because we're right on the field. We're right on the pitch, so it does make it very difficult for us every now and again to see who has got the ball in hand. But it's Sheshni Naidu who's going to continue from the far end. And she's got a very interesting action. She's got a very fast arm action. Throwing the ball from back of the hand. Getting the leggies. Looks like they're going to go with leg spin, seeing if they can pick up another couple of wickets.
So Sheshni Naidu also has a lot of international experience. She has played for the Proteas women.
Abby Harrison facing up. Almost got a bit of a Paul action. Paul Adams action towards her.
You know, we were talking about how we were looking forward to the spinners bowling, and you can see what a big difference it's made in the game. Suddenly the spinners have come on, picked up 2 wickets, and well, obviously the one seamer got the 1 wicket, but yeah, interesting times here for Ireland.
Oh, this time just on the leg side. That was Nini making sure it's only the 1. And again, normally one would say, but the leg spinners go for runs, but they must go for runs. It means they're playing shots. And we've seen with Sheshni Naidu, she takes a couple of deliveries just to find the radar, especially from this end that keeps low. She's going to be very difficult to contend with.
Like you say about leg spinners, they can go for runs, but they can also pick up a lot of wickets.
They're match winners. Changing the angle, coming around the wicket. Oh, this one played up in the air. Luckily not timed. For Annabelle Squires, there's someone down that deep square.
She was a bit lucky there. She took a very high-risk shot there, like a slog sweep. But an interesting field setting, and I like the field setting. They're using all their 4 boundary fielders. They've got a cover on the boundary. You've got a 45 in the inner circle, and you've got a backward point. And you've got an extra cover, very wide sort of, like an extra cover. And then you've got a mid-off, which is also up in the inner circle. And then you've got your mid-wicket. Just works it around the corner for another single down to square leg on the boundary. She's also got like a mid-wicket on the boundary, and she's got a long on also.
Not sure what the plan is with the line that she's bowling. Maybe she's trying to get a ball a bit shorter. Maybe dig it into the pitch maybe a bit more, getting it to go across the right-hander. This time just angling into the pans, making it very easy for them just to sweep it around the corner.
That's a good point there, Gert. So like you say, well, great shot there, and it's worked around, and it's 4 runs. 4 runs. She played nice and fine there. A lovely shot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. It just makes it very easy to get it around the corner, and this time just paddling it around, and I was saying Nini had no chance of cutting that one off, and it's 4 runs to to the scoreboard, 67 for the loss of 3 after 11.
That's a very, yeah, it's a very strange tactic that to come around the wicket like that, because now suddenly you also take out the LBW, and like you say, they got 3 fielders on the leg side with the mid wicket. So for me, quite strange that for me she should be staying over the wicket and tucking her up, because she's also got an offside field. She's got a four fields on the offside in the inner circle. So anyway, now we have Van Wyk continue to bowling her leg spin.
Oh, that's the angle that I was talking about. That's the kind of angle that we were hoping Naida would create as well, trying to sweep against the spin instead of against the angle. Actually, Van Wyk doing a great job.
And it also brings in the LBW, so it makes sense to stay over the wicket when you're bowling leg spin.
Oh, this time swept across the line, but deep mid wicket coming into play.
So Ireland just trying to get back into the game and just trying to build a new partnership. So Squires and Harrison, she's got 11 or 6 balls at the moment. Oh, she gives a lot of flight to that one. Good batting here, just takes a quick single, pushes it into the covers.
That ball just dipped on Annabelle Squires there. And Abby Harrison going to face up the 18-year-olds from Northern Ireland.
Oh, excellent ball that, much better. She bowled a little quicker and had a lovely loop and perfect length as well when she bowled that ball. Oh, that one before, it was one that went right above her eye line. It's quite an interesting ball to try and hit if you're a batter. So she's bowling really well here, Van Wyk.
The run rate has come down quite significantly. Oh,
well played there. She just walks across the wickets and just scoops it to the leg side for a single.
You've seen the Island ladies being very proactive in that area, looking to walk across and then lap it around the corner. Tried it a few times against the Seamers as well.
Well bowled again. Well placed. Put it in the gap to the cover on the boundary. And that's over. The score is now 70 for 3. And another excellent over there by Van Wyk. She bowled 2 overs, 1 for 9.
Yeah, it's after 12 overs, 71 for a loss of 3. It's just gotten to that business end of it. From here, you want to double up. And looking at the deck, 120, 135 wouldn't be a bad score. The ball's not coming on, as you would expect here in Pretoria.
Yeah, I agree with you. We're looking, if I was Ireland, I'd be looking to get around, like you say, 125 to 130 would be a par score. But I'm liking the energy in the field as well. The South Africans getting through the overs quickly. And it's just nice to see that this is going to be a fantastic series, 5-match series here between Ireland and South Africa. There are 2 matches on today. And then Wednesday, I believe, is just the 1 match. And then Friday, we've got another 2 matches to end it off.
Yeah, 5 games in a week. That normally makes it very hard on the players. This time again, just worked around the corner and a quick no-no sent back by Abby Harrison. Great call.
And we have a change of bowler here. It's Gemma Botha bowling at the moment. So she's an off-spinner. Well bowled, and that one keeping a bit low. Nice length by Botha. Getting through the overs nice and quickly here. Keep the pressure on the Irish batters. Oh, that looks very good. Yes, and she's given it. So, well done there by Botha. Just kept nice and low. It's definitely not going over the top, so that's in line. I'm afraid that's out.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about, getting that LBW into play with the deliveries keeping low from that end. It's exactly what Naida should have done as well.
And that's a big wicket there. Squires, she got 13 off 9 deliveries. And yeah, so it's exactly what South Africa needed. So Ireland under a bit of pressure at the moment.
Yeah, another wicket there. Emma Buerta hails there from the Western Province woman.
And walking into bat is Laura McBride.
And again, off spinner and a change of bowling. Very first couple of deliveries, picking up a wicket. Not conceding a run. Already one down, and Abby Harrison on the other end just having to look at that one, keeping low. And as a batter from the other end, knowing that this one keeps low, it's surprising the Irish haven't decided, listen, we're just going to go on the front foot. If one pops up, it pops up. Just stay on the front foot. Make sure you push forward. Don't go back, especially to the slower bowlers.
It's important for South Africa to keep the pressure on them. So I like the field setting here. She's got 4 on the offside, all in the inner circle. So she's got 7 in the inner circle and 3 on the leg side. She's got a mid-wicket, mid-on, and she's got a 45. And she's got 3 on the leg side. Like to play this sweep. Just drifting slightly down the leg side.
Laura McBride going to be facing her very first delivery on this tour. Oh, and she's popped it up in the air.
And it's taken. What a lovely catch here. Well done. Excellent bowling. She gave a nice air, and she tried to use her feet and just mistimed it and got caught at extra cover there.
Not the start she would have wanted. It's gone back to the hut without troubling the scorers. And a lot of backtracking catch there in the end. Just looked like it might have cleared the fielder. And just look at it, just the ball just dipping and just a little bit, didn't go through with the shot, just popped it up in the air. And a good catch there in the end. Gemma Buerta making sure that Ashley van Wyk picks up her second wicket.
It was well bowled there. She also she used the flight really well there, like you say, and got it above her eye line. And then she tried to double step it, and the ball just didn't quite come on, and she mistimed it. And a good catch by the fielder there at extra cover.
Ellie McGee, the next batter to come in. Bit of a carnage at the moment. Half the Irish team back in the dugout. 72 for the loss of 5. And it looks like the slow pace of the wicket is really getting to the Irish. Be interesting to see how they adapt in their in the second match. But also, can't judge a game until both teams have batted on the same wicket. A lot of cricket to be played today still.
Push that one a little bit through, a little bit quicker, a little bit flatter to the new batter, McGee. So she's bowled. She's got 2 wickets for 11 runs here. Excellent bowling.
Can't see the captain taking the ball out of her hand at the moment. 2 wickets for 11. Still another hour and over and a half to go for Ashley van Wyk. 3 deliveries in this and then 1 left in her lot at 4. Oh, bit of a misfield by the off spinner. she would not be happy with that. She does pride herself on her fielding.
And South Africa must keep applying the pressure, not to be too defensive, especially with a new batter. Keep the pressure on them.
Yeah, run rate has gone down to 5.4.
Oh, bowler, what a shot that is. Shot by Harrison as it runs away. Too long on for 4 runs.
2 bounces over the fence, and Harrison just decided, I'm not going to allow Ashley van Wyk just to bowl at me. I'm going to go for a bit of a shot, and didn't try and drag that one. Actually went pretty straight when she dropped down on the knee. You can see that one, bit of flight, and then just over mid-on. No one on the fence, 2 bounces, and it's 4 runs for Ireland, and it will just break the shackles and just give Harrison a bit of a relief as well.
Harrison's taking the leading role now. She's the one that's been in a bit longer than McGee. McGee just needs obviously time to get herself in. That's what I say. Sometimes when you're a captain, it's not a bad idea to bring in your cover on the boundary, just add a little bit more pressure onto the new batter. Try and take an extra risk, if you know what I mean. Anyway, here we go again. That person on the boundary where you can just give the McGee an opportunity to get a single. Well played. Good move of drive there. So she needed to take a bit of a risk there, McGee. And she got off strike. So well to her.
Exactly what the doctor would have ordered.
They've just dropped her long off now for Harrison. I can see that she's going to be the one who's going to be more positive in the partnership. Excellent bowling here by Boita. Push that one over through a little bit quicker. So just 5 now in the inner circle. 4 on the boundary. Excellent bowling. She got a little bit more flight. Try to play that sweep again, but a bottom edge, and just run through for a quick single. Oh, Africa really doing well here, really in the driving seat.
And all the pressure being applied here by the lady from the Western Province, Gemma Botha. 1 for 2, 1 delivery to go in his second over. Oh, it's probably the worst delivery she's bowled, pushing it down leg side. I think that she might have thought that she might get the charge, or maybe just drop down on the knee again. Three runs coming in this over. Oh, popped up in the air. Backward point coming into play. No run. She signs off her second over. And it is the Irish under 19 after 15 overs. 80 for the loss of 5.
What a fantastic over there by Gemma Botha. We have another message for you. Pause it now to this relax. What an excellent delivery. She was very unlucky there.
And I said it missed everything. It just clipped. According to the umpire, just touched the inside part of the bat. And very lucky they didn't clutter into the stumps. It's 4 runs for Ireland.
Walks across, and oh, what a fantastic shot. She just helps it around the corner, use the pace of the bowler, and a lovely shot there for 4 runs. Well played there by Harrison. She really is batting nicely now. She took her time when she first got in, but she's taken a leading role, and her batting here is going to be vital for Ireland to get to that score of around 125, 130, which is not going to be an easy task for them. But if they can get there, it'll be a very interesting match.
Mika van der Voos just letting herself go. Only 2 deliveries in this over thus far. It's already 9 from it.
Oh, bowled. And yes, she's given her out. LBW walked right across it one, and it looked like it must probably hit her on middle and leg. So an excellent decision there by Lateghan.
It just looks like every time the Irish ladies get a partnership going, get a batter in, it's just that fall of a wicket at a crucial time for the Ireland under-19s. Abby Harrison getting going, getting 2 boundaries, 1 for Chewitt's edge, and then a lovely shot around the corner, and this one walking across, trying to access that leg side once again. As you can see, just walking across, and that was hitting top of middle. Good decision there. It's 89 for a loss of 5, and Ireland again, new batters in, as Ellie McGee has only faced the 7 deliveries, as Julie McNally joins her at the crease.
And well done here to Mika van Voos. You know, not easy to come on for your first spell. She's bowling in the 16th over. Difficult time to come in and bowl. So good for her. And like we were saying earlier, it's a kind of wicket that suits the spin bowlers a lot. You can see, especially when the ball starts getting a little bit older, it becomes more difficult to hit the ball, to use that pace. And very good comeback here from Van Voos.
A good comeback after getting 9 hit off you, a wide, 2 boundaries, like I mentioned, 1 for Chewett, this one. Good comeback, but desperate for Ireland now. They need a partnership here. They need to get over that triple figures. They keep losing their set batters, so one of these 2 needs to bat all the way through till the 20. Let's make sure they got 1 or 2 wickets in hand so they can have a bit of a go that last over or 2.
Well bowled once again, excellent ball. And the new batter is Julie McNally. And she bowls right on medium pace herself. So it'll be interesting to see her bowling later.
And more of the bowling all-rounders coming in to bat now.
That's excellent bowling. She's trying to get the ball nice and straight. It's very difficult to get away if you can get the ball bowling from wicket to wicket is what you want to be trying to do. So excellent bowling. She's got a long off on the boundary and got a cover on the boundary, extra cover in the inner circle. Excellent over by Van Voos. Great comeback. Someone that she had gone for 10 runs off the first 3 balls, and she picked up a wicket and 2 dot balls for her 2 last balls. So well done, Van Voos.
Great comeback in that over, and just looked like after that wicket she just had a little bit of extra to her. There was 1 or 2 that really went through, and Karabo Mesa, that last appeal I think was stifled. It's more of a question of don't call it wide. It was very close to the wide line. We know that wicket keepers have got their ways of trying to convince the umpires. You would know this better than anyone, Brad. That's definitely not a wide.
Yeah, you know, so Ireland now, they're in a bit of trouble now. They've got 2 new batters at the crease.
Captain coming into the attack again, Kayla Reineke.
Lucky to get away with that one, being a full toss. But like I said before, being a new batter, it's always a little bit difficult to get yourself in. So South Africa in the driving seat at the moment. You know, the game has stopped. Something happening here. Not quite sure. Anyway, here we go. The game's continuing.
Just past.
Oh, well played. A bit of a misfield there, and it's running down to the boundary with this lightning fast outfield, and that's another boundary for Ireland. That's exactly what they needed. And I don't think Kayla Reinicke, the skipper, is going to be too happy about that.
Yeah, you could just see the umpire just asking the batter to move a bit closer to the crease, standing away too far in front of that fielder.
Okay.
And once she's moved closer, this one was just punched straight past her by Ellie McGee. 4 runs, just pulling out in the action. Kayla Reinicke.
Nice flight there, bowling her off spin. She's got lovely high action. She's bowling wicket to wicket. This is what you want to do. Aim for that off stump. Oh, lots of flight there. She bowls a full toss and she hits it to mid wicket on the boundary there just for the single. Looking for a second maybe. Bit of a misfield. She gets it in. Good recovery.
Just see what she's trying to do there. You could see that one was tossed up, but she's going to get all the pace off. Maybe get that little bit of inconsistent bounce.
She maybe just needs to try and just bring back her length a little bit. Don't try and bowl too full. There we go. That's a bit better. Going for that sweep. That's something I've picked up here with the Irish team. They like to play the sweep a lot. It's obviously a shot that they've been working on a lot. Ball bowls, another good delivery. Pushes it too long off for a single. Good fielding.
Great use of the feet there by Julie McNally. Just getting into the line of the ball, pushing it into the covers, making sure that she picks up her first run of the tour. Just getting going.
And Ellie McNee and Julia McNally, they're doing a good job here. 2 new batters. Just trying to get a little partnership going for these last 3 overs, which is going to be vital for them. You know, they're already 6 down. So I would think that this partnership is pretty important for them to try and stay together. Even this next over, try and get maybe another 5 or 6, and then maybe the last 2 overs they can try and get 10 and over and get to that 120, 125 target.
They need to get up to that 120, 125 target, as Ashley van Wyk was going to continue with her 4th.
Walks across and just plays that little sweep again, a lap sweep of 45, which around the corner nicely. Should be comfortable too.
Replacing Van der Voort, who picked up a wicket. Might just feel that the leg breaks. Might just be the best chance of picking up another wicket. Got to feel another wicket here for the SA under-19s. Will put Ireland on the back foot. And a bit of a partnership here will just get a bit of momentum back for the Irish.
Nice bowling.
Opting to play that one off the back foot. The right end to do it. If they change ends on the other end, the ball has a tendency of keeping very low, so it might not be a good idea to do it on that end.
Good use of the feet there, and it played a lovely shot through extra cover, and it's going to race away for 4 runs.
Didn't try and overhit it. Julie McNally just got into perfect position and just making sure that she picks out the grass and not the fielders. And it's 4 runs for Ireland.
I've been very impressed with the Irish batting, the way they use their feet, playing that sweep shot around the corner. So really good batting here by Ireland.
Whenever Ireland look positive to play the strokes, use their feet and play positive cricket, it does look like they want to dominate the bowling. It's every now and again those cheeky shots that just get them into bad positions. And playing all the spinners off the back foot, not always a great idea. We saw 1 LBW.
Excellent bowling again by Van Wyk. Good use of the feet once again.
Actually didn't look that positive to play the shot at McNally, almost closing up the face on the delivery instead of just playing through the line.
And that's it. Yeah, she's got a bit of turn it, pitching outside the leg and then just going into her leg stump. Trying to play that sweep shot once again by the Irish. And obviously she got her shot selection incorrect that time. But well bowled.
You mentioned earlier they love playing the sweep shot, does the Irish. I think they know that it'll be a very good weapon in the World Cup.
She seemed to have got herself into a bit of a hole there, McNally. But yeah, well bowled by Van Wyk.
Not a lot of turn there. It'll just straighten up a tad, but a very interesting way to play the sweep, trying to almost sweep the carpet instead of playing it from high to low. And with the slowness of the pace, you want to get that high action, hit it right on the head, almost the ball, and then generates a bit of arm, bit of speed coming through it, bit of hand speed, and it's a third wicket for Ashley van Wyk. She still has got one delivery. Oh, she's done now. Her 4 overs is bowled. She's done a great job picking up her third wicket in the very last delivery of her fourth. And it's a new batter, McNulty, joining McGee. And this is exactly what we've been talking about every now and again. As soon as partnerships rolling on, it's just as wickets falling at detrimental times for the Irish.
Exactly. You know, she used her feet so nicely there. She played that beautiful cover drive. And then after that, she tried to play a little late cut, maybe the wrong shot selection. And she could have just continued there. Maybe just try to get off the strike, get a single. But anyway. And we have a change of bowling here again. It's, am I right? Buerta again. She's back on. She's been bowling really well.
Yeah, the off-spinner Buerta. Also going to conclude her allotted overs. There's that positive feet movement that we've been talking about. Looks like they're going to double up. Oh, great fielding once again. Tabazeng Nini crossed the park very quickly and a very strong arm.
Now, the captaincy of Reinik has been very good. I like the way she's been changing her bowlers around and mixing it up. And her 2 successful bowlers have been Van Wyk and Buerta, and she's used them really, really well. She goes for the reverse sweep here. She gave a lot of flight there. So it was not quite the right one to try and reverse sweep. If she was going to reverse sweep, she should have tried to hit it on the full, if anything, and just got a bit of bat on it, and it would have raced away on this lightning fast outfield for 4. And she goes up for another huge appeal here. And the umpires decided not out. Looked like it was drifting down leg slightly.
Also a bit of a dance down the track. Might have thrown the line off. Maybe just following the batter, trying to access that offside field.
Most definitely.
The 100's come up for the Irish. It's 101 for the loss of 7.
Kurt, have you ever umpired in your day? Sounds like you can see you understand the game of umpire very well, I must say. Always looking for umpires, you know. Well just played. So a little dap down and good running there. Excellent running for a quick single.
Playing club cricket all the years, you know what it's like. You got to umpire a few games every now and again. Get a lot of abuse from the other players. That's 19 overs gone, and it is 101 for the 102 for the loss of 7. It is 1 more over to go. It's the last over.
And like you said earlier, you know, just losing the wickets at the wrong time. Irish, I think, will be a little bit upset with the way they've managed to play these last few overs. They'll definitely have been looking to get around at least 120. So they look like they're quite short of their target. But anyway, they're going to have to try and make the most of this last over. They've got still 3 wickets in hand. I'd be looking at minimum 10 runs at least, 10 to 12 runs. And there's a great start here by the Irish. He's gone straight over cover, and it should run away for 4. It's right. Yeah, it's 4 runs, and that's exactly the start that they needed.
The outfield is so quick. It's almost like you're fetching the ball, not really chasing it down. Ellie McGee decided this is the over we're going to target. Just look at another use of the feet. And again, as soon as the Irish looks positive to play a couple of shots, it just comes off.
South Africans have been getting through the over so quickly. I thought this was the last over, but there's actually still 2 overs. Is it the last over? No, it is the last over, okay.
Again, using the feet and just getting the inside part of the bat. Throw coming in.
Excellent running there. Okay, so that's I think this is what South Africa want. They got the new batter on strike. Not going to be easy for her. Throws it nice and high. It's exactly what she would have wanted. A nice, juicy, full toss. And she's worked it nicely to the leg side for 2 runs. Good fielding there down at square leg on the boundary.
Great fielding. A lovely sliding stop. There it's Mona Lisa Lagori there on the fence. Doing a great job. We apologize. There's a bit of a glitch on the scoring app. You'll see that it's getting updated as we speak.
Pushes that one through, and what a beautiful shot. She timed it straight past the bowler. Good fielding. She managed to stop it. A bit of a fumble, but good running here. Good running. Good running for 2 runs.
There's always 2 on the cards here. It's almost like they didn't run that first one hard enough. Kayla Reyneke just trying to push the over through.
Well, I think they've already got 9 runs this over with 2 balls left. So they're doing really. Other wicket keeper. And that is that it? I think that could be the end of the innings. We should see. Not sure. Our scorecard here is not quite punctual, but that is it. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think they've got about 111, 112 runs off their 20 overs. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when South Africa come out to bat later. So they've got about 111 for 8 off their 20 overs, and Ellie McNee there, who scored 8 runs, got stumped off the last delivery, and Mia McNulty, she finished with 1 not out after 4 deliveries, and yeah, so we're going to have a 20-minute break now, and we'll see how the South Africans fare on this not such an easy wicket to bat on, Yachet.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting chase. A small score normally brings an interesting match because you tend to take it a little bit too easy and then try and accelerate in the end, leaving it for too late. It'll be interesting to see how they approach the innings. Are they going to be positive in the power play? How they're going to play that first 6? It's going to be a very interesting matchup. But we'll be back in about 10 minutes' time for the South African under-19 innings. It is South Africa under-19 taking on Ireland under-19. It is the 5-match series starting off today in the University of Pretoria. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. Michael. Okay. Stay with me.
Listen, I'll never run that play. So, yeah, no, listen, it's all good. No, but they exactly, yeah. Well, look. Working okay?
Yeah. Just when I charge it, one is slow. When? Who knew how we got get la musmula? But when we meet them, the winds are. We deal it. Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, I think the one I charged over on it.
Kelly boy. Welcome back as we see the first delivery for the South African under-19 chase of this 113 required. It is going to be a very important chase. See how they fare in the first 6. As Ireland just lost wickets on regular intervals in their innings. It's going to be a 5-match expose of women's cricket in South Africa. This one just worked, almost slapped on the leg side. Just for the one. Myself, Khaled Maloney, bringing you ball by ball action with my commentator, Brad White.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting total to see how South Africa bat here. But anyway, Nucci comes to bowl now. Well, that one just kept it a little bit low, and she worked it nicely to the leg side for a single. So they've got a long on the boundary, and they've got a long off on the boundary as well. So they're just interesting field setting here. Sorry, the long off has come up, and they've got a mid wicket on the boundary. So just change it slightly. Goes on that sweep again, just drifting down the leg side. Got an interesting tactic here by the South Africans. They're coming out with a very positive attitude. Bit lucky there with the first delivery. It went straight up in the air, and luckily it landed in the gap. Okay, so Sergeant here, she's bowled 4 balls, just gone for the 3 runs. That's well bowled, nice and straight. She works it lovely shot through out towards long on there for a single. So South Africa are now 4 without loss. Gemma Botha, she's on strike. And then you have Simone Lawrence. She's on the non-strikers end. She just worked that one for a single. That's going to be quite an interesting chase, I think, by South Africa. It's a bit of a teaser. Goes a little bit more width there, and she follows through lovely through with the arms, and it's a 1 bounce 4. Lovely shot there by Gemma Botha. And that ends over, and now 8 without loss.
Great shot there by Gemma Botha. We saw bowling as well. You can just see the positive intent. Nice high back lift, and just held nothing back. Dropped onto the knee and made sure she got the elevation to get it over that cover cordon. And Freya Sargent will not be happy. Couple of singles in that over. 8 without loss in the chase of 140. 106 more to win for the South Africa under-19. Gemma Botha and Simone Lawrence going to try and make quick work of this.
This is the exact start that South Africa would have wanted. So they're 8 without loss after their first over. And then we have a change of bowling. So it's going to be interesting to see how she bowls here. She comes lovely run up. Just drops it slightly short. Lovely pull shot there by Lawrence. And it's going to run away for 4 again. Then this lightning fast outfield. And another boundary here by Simone Lawrence. Very well played there. Just rocked back on the back foot there and just pulled it across her. So just needs to get a length right here. So this is a lovely start here by South Africa.
Again, just from this end, the ball keeping low and just getting the hands down early. Didn't get up as much as he expected with the tall Tector hitting the deck. Better length, but what a shot. She just slaps that straight past the bowler for another magnificent shot here by Lawrence. And that's 2 balls now that have gone for 2 boundaries. I think that the South Africans have just figured out the pitch that you play on the front foot, especially from this end. The ball's not going to come up. Even if it's back of a length, it's almost going to be your driving height. And Simone Lawrence has just absolutely thumped that one past the bowler. Very lucky not to get a hand to it because that could break a finger very easily.
well bowled. Nice ball there, just outside the off stump. And a better length, got a little bit fuller, just back of a length, so well bowled. But the South Africans have really come out with intent here. They're not here to mess around. They want to get to that score as quickly as possible. Nice and positive. Trying to set this this whole 5-match series off with a nice positive way of playing. She goes for it again, just slightly short. On the front foot, she tries to pull it, goes straight over the bowler's head, and it's a runaway again for another boundary. A bit lucky that time.
Well, almost looked like a bit of a open face slap, that one, past the bowler. Simone Lawrence making no hesitation in making her intent clear. She's going to go, anything is in her half. So that one just back of a length. This one actually bounced a little bit more than she expected. Got the top part of the bat, and very lucky to the fielder, but it means another 4 for SA in the 19.
That one drifting on the leg side, and she just hits it square of the wicket there for another boundary. And Simone Lawrence has really come out with a positive intent and batting really well. She must have a strike rate now of over 200, and this is exactly the start South Africa would have wanted, and obviously not the start that the Irish would have liked. But yeah, so 24 without loss now, still ball to be bowled from this over. And what a beautiful setting this is here. You know, you got Unista campus at the top here, on top of us here, and you got Telkom Tower on the right, which people can't really see. And a beautiful day here in Pretoria, the famous Jacaranda city here. Beautiful ball, nice and straight. It's an interesting wicket here, Gert. It just doesn't. It seems to be playing better now. It's not keeping as low as it did in the first innings.
Yeah, not keeping as low as it did in the first innings. Could be the height of Tector as well. But successful over for SA under 19, 16 coming from it. 24 without loss. Gemma Buerta 6 from 3, and Simone Lawrence, that 200 strike rate that you've been alluding to, 18 of 9. And it's going to be a difficult start here for the Irish. It looks like the South Africa under-19s want to make the most of their power play. Change in bowling as Nia McNulty comes into the attack.
Oh, and they just hit powerfully straight to extra cover though. But what a magnificent shot that was. There's a lot of force behind that shot.
Lovely fielding there by Sargent as well, diving away to her left, making sure that she saves a couple of runs there for her team.
Oh, she hit that really hard, I can say. It was a great stop there. Oh, and she goes straight over long off there for another boundary. Beautiful shot here by Buerta. And she just carries on playing the same way she started off. Just be nice and positive. And it just looks like she's just going to keep the pressure on the Irish bowlers.
Yeah, they're just getting a little bit too close to the South African batters at the moment. Pitching it up in their halves, and they're going to have no doubt just playing through the line. Especially up here in Highveld, the ball travels a lot further in through the air than you expect.
Again, she goes this time. She's mistimed it and taken by. Lovely catch there by number 14 here. Lovely catch. And that's exactly what the Irish needed. They needed that wicket. So they are now 28 for 1.
Gemma Buerta trying to continue the positive frame of mind, but this time it almost looked like she was just opening up the face a little bit too much, not timing it, stopping in the shots, and not getting the elevation to clear the fielder there. Just look at the replay. Again, it was there to be hitting. Just see it, just opening up that face, that hip coming through, and just popping it up. And it's an easy catch in the end. And that means it is the first wicket down for South Africa under 19. And Ramalakan coming to join Lawrence at the crease.
And a good catch by Tector. Well, that's exactly what the Irish needed. Now, after this fantastic start by South Africa, Irish needed a wicket, and this is the best way to try and bring down that run rate.
Yeah, partnership of 28 broken. just 2.3 overs.
At the end of the day, I think if the Irish are going to win this game, they're going to have to try and bowl South Africa. So that's what they need wickets.
We saw in the back end of the innings, as soon as the ball got a bit softer, the pace got taken off. It did make scoring a lot more difficult for the Irish. They would hope that that would be the same remedy that they can follow, picking up regular wickets. Diara Ramlakan, next batter in for South Africa under 19.
And a lovely shot there off the back foot. She just works it behind square for a single. Nice and positive start. Just giving a little bit too much width here, McNulty. Needs to maybe try and get a little bit straighter when she bowls. Bowl at that off stump. Don't give them room. And a wicket that's a little bit slowish for the high felt. Oh, what a beautiful shot there. Lovely on drive. Ooh. It is my favorite shot. And what a great save there by number 8 here. What a lovely piece of fielding by McCartney.
Yeah, McCartney doing a great job, and almost looked like that one popped up from the hand. Just hits her right on the side of the head as well. So we see the fissure just being called out.
It looks like we're going to have another concussion test just to make sure that she's fine. But what a fantastic save that was.
Brilliant save, putting everything on the line.
Yeah, she sure did. She put her body on the line there and took a proper dive there. And that's the sort of thing that they need to do, the Irish. You know, save like that. Suddenly you got the other batter on strike, and it can bring a wicket.
Looks like everyone's happy. She's happy, showing no pain. Well done, and a great fielding. And that's a character they're going to need in this under-19 World Cup as well.
Oh, nicely worked down to third man here. Pushing hard for 2 here. Sides against it. Good fielding. Fielded on the third man. End of another over there, so McNulty, 1 over for 6 runs.
Diara Ramlakan finishing the strike there. She hails from the Lions women. Also in Joburg, which is a couple of trips away from Pretoria.
So she'll be used to these conditions.
One noticeable difference between the batting from these two sides is that the SA under-19 girls are always looking for that second run. They're always pushing that first one very, very hard, running well between the wickets.
And this one's just gone past everyone there. I don't know if it's got a little bit of hair in it, but it's a running way for 4 runs.
I just missed everything. Lovely delivery, just taken off the pace, a little bit of flight slower through the air, and a little bit of feet movement. It almost looked like a missed stumping there, and Simone Lawrence was in deep trouble. Love to hear the chats on the field. Mentioned earlier when Colin Patrick, but that's the one thing you get used to is the banter, the chatter. Everyone very concerned about your family.
Get a ball by Sargent. slightly, but good use of the control by Lawrence as well. 19 deliveries, isn't positive. Slowly here by Sergeant. She's come back nicely. Pressure. Ah, there you go. She's picked it up. What a lovely delivery that was. Played around it. Just pushed it through a little bit quicker. And that is the end of Lawrence. This is exactly what I would like. The South Africans will be a little bit very distracted, to be honest, because two batters have got themselves in and they're throwing the wickets. We were told always add 2 wickets onto the score. And this is exactly what the Irish have done. They picked up that vital wicket of
Yeah, it's a vital wicket of Simone Lawrence, who's been looking very, very good, making sure that the run rate keeps up there. And she's just looking to force that 1 or 2, almost running past it a couple of times, getting stumped nearly, and then yorking her the previous delivery. And this one just looked like she played inside the line of it, and the ball just kept on hitting in the middle and off, just playing the wrong line. So good news for. This is now almost looking like a trend for the almost a blueprint for the South African innings, also losing wickets at regular intervals and also losing the set batters every time. Simone Lawrence back in the hut, 2 batters out, and it's Kayla Reineke, the captain, joining Diara Ramlakan.
I think spin are going to play a big part in the series, so it's going to be interesting to see how the South Africans play the spin of the Irish. Here comes McNulty again for a second over. Just works it to the, just drifting down the leg slightly, a little bit of inside edge, work to square leg for a single.
Very optimistic appeal there by the bowler, just apologizing there. You can hear a bit of a chuckle there. Just turning 19, 17 days ago, 21st of October, is the captain, Kayla Reineke, born in Cape Town.
She's dropped it slightly short as she punches it off the back foot through past extra cover for 4 runs. What a fantastic shot that is by Kayla Reineke.
And that was hit with so much power. Sargent got a good hand to it, but just could not get enough to stop it from going to the fence. Tector tried to chase it down. But we mentioned earlier, on this field, the outfield is so quick that you're fetching the ball. You're not really chasing.
That is, if not one of the most difficult shots to play, your back foot cover drive. And what I loved about it, she had a weight going into the shot. Nice and full. Good fielding here by Tector. Just coming in through attacking the ball, making sure that the batter doesn't look for that quick single. But the South Africans have obviously come out with the purpose of their first 6 overs here in the power play to try and get as many runs as they can, to put the Irish on the back foot.
I think that's going to be the plan for the whole Under-19 World Cup. We've got very positive players in that top 6.
It's very full. And what a fantastic shot that is. Over extra cover for 4 runs. She certainly has got a lot of power as Reineke. I love the way her hands just went through the ball there. Beautiful shot.
Lovely shots, and this time getting a bit of wrist action through it as well. See, getting into position and just flicking those wrists over the head. And a lovely shot there, making sure that she generates enough power to clear the infield. But it was only grass on that ball. There was no chance of getting the dark green of the Irish.
Yeah, it seemed to be a little bit of AB de Villiers there, a little bit of a helicopter at the end there.
Opening up that face, and immediately a change in the field for Reineke as they bring in the deep square. Pushes out the sweeper.
That's better. Well bowled, nice and straight at those wickets. Just kept a little bit lowish, although she could have maybe come forward there, Reineke.
It's one of those things very early in the only faced the 4 deliveries as of yet. We've seen it from the Irish as well. The tendency to play back is is there, especially if it hits at back of a length, but the deck not really conducive to play back of a length. Another change in the field for Reyneke, putting long on the fence and bringing in the third man. Now they got the sweeper out on the fence and also long on.
And she's bowled a no ball. So she obviously must have stepped over the front line. This will be a free hit now. Next delivery will be a free hit. Nothing better as a batter when you come in and you get a free hit early in your innings.
Well, that can be detrimental as well. That might just open up that floodgate to go for every single delivery after that. But yeah, Kayla Reyneke not really needing any invitation to hit anything loose. See how she goes with the free hit.
Oh, and that's an unbelievable shot. She goes straight over mid-wicket and it's gone for one bounce four. And there you go again. Reyneke showing the power that she's got in her shots. So what a fantastic shot that is by Reyneke.
Little shimmy down the track and just a little shuffle. And McNulty following her and just picking it off the toes, picking it up over mid-wicket. Just a little shuffle and just picking it up. And lovely wrist once again. It's 4 runs over mid-wicket. And the 50 up for SA under 19. And it's a 1 more over to go in the power play.
Oh, this is a fantastic start by South Africa. So if anything now, the Irish will be thinking then they'll need to pick up another wicket or two. Always add on those 2 wickets onto the score and you're back in the game.
Changing bowling. Laura McBride coming into the attack. Try and take the pace off. Again, that intent of turning the 1 into 2. Not there. Just worked around the corner from Ramlakan.
Oh, there's a bit of an interesting action here, a bit of a roundish arm. So with that, she won't get as much bounce. So might just skid on a little bit.
And this is the end that does tend to keep a bit low. So good captaincy.
Again, just dropped it slightly short, but well played here by Reyneke. Hit out too long on for a single.
Amy Hunter making sure that she gives all the bowlers a bit of a go. All of them have got a bit of stick from this South African batters. They didn't expect this onslaught this early.
That's very well bowled there by her. Very well bowled. The fact that she just held it back a bit, varying her pace, and it confused the batter there. She just played around it a bit and didn't really wait for the ball.
It's almost like she's bowling past the ball. The hand coming first.
Once again, she just holds it back. She's just slowing it down. Very good tactics here by McBride.
Making sure there's no pace to work with. You can see the SA batters practicing their shots, but it's very difficult if the pace is not coming towards you. You almost got to go fetch the delivery, which I think it's exactly what McBride is hoping for.
And what a shot that is. She just rocks back and she pulls it just for the 1 run. Mid-wicket boundary on the well fielded there. Good arm.
One of those situations where good timing is almost detrimental. That one absolutely flew off the bat. And it went for the 1. 54 for the loss of 2. 60 more runs to win in this very first clash of the day.
Oh, that was very close. She almost hit it straight back to McBride. Luckily, she didn't time it quite like she wanted to. But a good start here by McBride.
That was very almost textbooks. How Tector went out to Van Wyk is in her very first. before Christmas. What a lovely Christmas gift that would be. Get your tickets and more information on www.cricket.co.za or Zanawe hashtag pitch up in pink.
And Amy Maguire continuing.
Just look at the summary there of the match thus far. The Ireland under 19 getting put it into bat by the SA under 19s. This one just chipped into the air onto the leg side. It was Amy Hunter scoring at 24. It looked like she was getting going, and then she lost the wicket. Alice Tector also losing her wicket for 24. And all through the innings at crucial times, losing critical wickets. The set bats are going out every time.
That's very well bowled there. Ramlikhan trying to use her feet there. Yeah, I think it was a good toss to win. She obviously had a plan, Reinika, by sticking in the Irish. And like you were saying, both innings, they just seem to be losing wickets at the wrong time. That's well bowled again with that roundish arm action. Just skids through. So this pitch is really suiting Maguire here. Well bowled. Now you can see there's a bit of pressure being put onto Ramlikhan here now with Maguire. So he needs to try and keep that strike, to keep the board ticking over, get Reinika back on strike. You don't want to create too much pressure for her as well. There she goes. She goes on a little bit of a slog sweep, and she manages to get to a quick single to mid-wicket.
And nearly yorked herself on that slog sweep. Almost looked like she decided to go on the slog sweep before the delivery was bowled. And just fired into her, and great job just to get her bat down. And that's the end of the over, and just a reconsolidation by these two batters for the SA under 19. 66 rather, for the loss of 2. So after 8 overs, Yara Ramlakhan and Kayla Reinika, partnership of 29, dominated by Kayla Reinika's 23 of 14.
And we have Laura McBride continuing from the south end here in Pretoria, Jacaranda City. Lovely use of the feet there by Ramlakhan as they hustle through for a single. Good fielding, well done.
No doubt in Ramlakhan's mind there was one. Kayla Reinika still waiting, and then the call through came once again. And it's the intent of the running between the wickets once again, which is so far the difference, and the positive intent that the SA under 19 has come out to bat.
Just drifts down the leg side there, another wide. And that shot, the sweep, has come out again. It's been one of the shots that have been played by both teams, but it's understandable on a wicket like this. It is a little bit slowish, keeping a bit low. So it's a shot that's going to be used a lot in the next five matches. Oh, bowled, and what a lovely shot. Just rocks back onto her back foot there. Gave herself a bit of room for that cut shot, but straight to a fielder.
Great timing by Kayla Reinika. The run rate achieved is 8.3. They only need to go at about 3.9 to the over.
Kept a little bit low and adjusted nicely. It pulls it to mid-wicket on the boundary.
Tector making sure that it's only the one. They've got protection at deep squares, also deep mid-wicket. Long on the fence, and then sweeper out on the offside. Decent over thus far. All of ones.
Now the Irish are going to be looking to get a wicket now. They needed a wicket desperately. Throws it up nicely. Good use of the feet again. Ramlikhan just pushing it down to long on for 1 run. Good batting here by South Africa, and they're not doing anything silly.
Partnership has gone on to 33 runs for the SA under 19. 34 now. 70 for the loss of 2.
Now South Africa seem to be in control at the moment. Oh, what a shot. And she goes over the top here, straight over long off. And they've got to field the running around from long on. So 2 runs by Reinicke. Nice and positive batting by her.
Ellie McGee picking up the ball, coming all the way from long on across the field. Reinicke just got underneath that one a little bit, and as soon as it hit the turf, it just plugged, almost like a golf shot.
Good bowling. Got a nice good shot there. Straight to cover. But I'm very impressed with this Reinicke. She's really one for the future. So really batting nicely. Shows a lot of positive intent. She's got good footwork, good hands, hits the ball hard. She's a very strong player.
And playing a bit of a captain's knock here as well. Went for a couple of runs in her first over, took herself off immediately, came back from the north end and bowled very well. The moment she's 26 of 18. Diara Ramlakhan is 10 of 16. 72 for 42 runs to win in this first contest for today. Don't forget, there is going to be a double header today between these two teams. Another match coming up this afternoon as well.
And Laura McBride continuing from the north end. She's bowling really well, yeah. She's bowled 2 overs for 6 runs. So if she can just pick up a wicket or 2, never know. Get a bit of panic stations in the South African team. Just dropped slightly short, pulled, just for 1 run.
Yeah, again, just that end, just keeping that a little bit lower than you would expect. You can just see Ramlakhan practicing the shot of actually going through covers would be almost a better bet. We saw that from Lawrence, just getting on that front foot, just playing straight, even if it's a bit back of a length. No real bounce from that north end.
That one drifting down the leg again. Another wide.
The Irish have bowled a few extras here. A bit naughty, 1 or 2 no balls, a couple of wides, especially drifting down that leg side.
Leg side again, and she just works it for 1. Square leg on the boundary, running in from the boundary there. Good fielding. Just the 1 run. But very good batting here by Reinicke. She's choosing which balls she's going to attack and which ones she's going to work for the 1s and 2s. I really like her maturity by the way she's playing. Pushes that one through a bit quicker. Good use of the feet by Ramlakhan, but straight to the cover fielder.
And just trying to change it up. That round arm action just coming through a lot quicker in their delivery. Nice use of the feet. Positive intent by Ramlakhan.
Again, push through. Very flat. But good running here by Ramlakhan and Reinicke. Excellent running. And like you said before, the running between the wickets, South Africa has been excellent. They're showing a lot of intent. They're not just looking for boundaries. They're keeping the board ticking with 1s and 2s as well, which is such an important part in cricket as a whole. Doesn't matter what format you play in cricket, always look for your 1s and 2s. Keep the pressure on the fielders. Drops it slightly short. And she just plays like a sort of like a back foot punch off the back foot down to long on for 1 run. Reinicke keeping the strike here, end of the over. And Laura McBride has now bowled 3 overs for 11 runs. And it's time for a drinks break. It's already 10 overs that have been bowled. And South Africa have batted really well and are definitely in the driving seat here. They are 77 for 2 with Diarana Ramlakhan. She's on 12 of 20 balls. And then you have Kayla Reinicke she's on 28 of 20 balls.
And 37 runs needed to win. 42-run partnership between these two. So a fantastic start for this tour by South Africa under-19. It's not over till it's over. Batting at 8 runs to be over at the moment is SA under-19. Woman. It is also the Hollywood Bets Pro Series. Cricket South Africa and Hollywood Bets are excited to bring you the Hollywood Bets Pro Series, the women's professional league made up of the Hollywood Bets Pro 50 and Hollywood Bets Pro 20. It started back in October already, and for more information, you can catch it on the only cricketing browser, it should be open. It's www.cricket.co.za. It's hashtag it's our time, hashtag wazanawe. And it's going to be exciting. We're looking forward to that Under-19 World Cup. India dominating the World Cups at the moment when it comes to the T20s. They won the last one that was held in South Africa as well. So South Africa would be very keen to get up in those ranks, bring another cup home from ICC.
Most definitely. And it's just fantastic to see that you've got all these Under-19 World Cups that are happening now, amongst the men and the women. And you can just see the talent that's coming through the system. You look at the Irish team. I was very impressed with Hunter and Texter, the way they batted. And now you've got Reinicke from South Africa.
Picking up a boundary and bringing that partnership closer to 50. It's on 46 now. Just a back foot punch coming in. Just hear the encouragement from the South African camp. Very happy with those lovely timed shots, even if it's a dot.
And she's drifted that down leg again. It looks like she might have got a bit of bat on it. So running hard here, let's see. I'm not quite sure if she had to get some bat on it. Yeah, no, she definitely did. So well played by Ramlikhan. And yeah, she just seemed to let go of the pressure a bit there, Maguire. I think that full toss, that stage, she had really bowled 2-3 dot balls to Ramlikhan. If she could have just kept it a little bit tighter, and then maybe Ramlikhan could have done something silly. But she released the pressure by bowling that full toss. But a lovely shot that she played, and then again she bowled one down the leg side that she just helped on its way for a two. So well played by Ramlikhan, and getting herself nicely in and playing a very important part in this partnership. It's not, everyone always talks about strike rates, and I understand strike rates are obviously very important in T20 competitions, but there's a time and a place for it as well. And sometimes you've got to adjust depending on how the wicket is playing.
Yeah, partnership is 48. It's 84 for the loss of 2, and you're 100% correct. You got to adapt. Got a striker at one end, got a worker on the other. Running between the wickets between these two has been phenomenal. Kia McCartney coming into the attack for her first over.
And that's just dropped short, and she pulls this another 6, massive 6 here over square leg for 6. What a beautiful shot here by Reinicke, showing her power and her timing. She really is one for the future.
Sargent just thought she might have an opportunity on the fence, came in 2-3 steps, and then just realized that one is just going over the head, and the 50 partnership has come up between these two batters. And that's exactly what you need in T20 cricket. Probably more important than any other format of the game is those partnerships. 50 up between Ramlakhan and Reinicke. Partnership is 54.
Gone short again, and she pulls it. This time she doesn't quite time it like she would like, just for the single. But I'm very impressed by, you would never think that these girls are under 19 the way they're playing. They're showing a lot of maturity of how they're building their innings, the way they're batting. And it's just nice to see. And for the future of cricket, for Ireland and for South Africa, there's a lot of positive ways of how they are applying themselves. Well,
just shows the revolution, or the evolution of women's cricket over the last couple of years. And the great work has been done behind the scenes, making sure that they get on the park and play a lot more cricket. It just shows you the talent that these ladies possess.
Oh, and that's very well bowled. She got the length perfectly. Maybe the wrong shot selection there by Ramlakhan, but she did a job, batted very well, and just went on that sweep again. And a very good ball bowled by McCartney.
And a partnership of 55 finally broken by the Irish. Kia McCartney, after going for 7 in the first 2 deliveries, picking up the important wicket of the Ara Ramlakhan. Very important for Kyla Reinicke just to consolidate, have another chat with the incoming partner, and just making sure that everyone is just on the same page. Karabo Meso, the wicketkeeper, coming in. The international experience here will be telling. The wicketkeeper for the SA Under-19, also the Pretoria woman. Just see that shot, just playing underneath it, trying to, again, sweep the carpet, rolling the wrists from low to high. Never really make great contact if you're going to sweep like that. Kia McCartney successful over for Ireland. 2 more deliveries to go.
And it's important for both teams here. It's the first game of the series, 5-match series. So even though it is looking a little bit one-sided, going South Africa's way, the Irish still want to finish strong. They want to try and pick up a few more wickets, apply some pressure. You just never know. Anyway, that's not what she wanted to do. She bowled one down the leg side, and it's a wide, and it looks like it's going to be 5 wides.
Oh, that's a bit naughty after picking up a big wicket, giving away 5 runs, Mahala, for the batting team. Grabamesa just pushing forward and letting that one go and beating everyone. Ends up. Captain Amy Hunter missing that one. She'll be very annoyed with the bowler and herself for missing that.
That's well bowled. Yeah, she played around it. And it's looks like a really good decision here by Lauren.
It is Karaba Meso missing the straight one and just playing over it. And you can see her walking off. She's not very happy. And McCartney again picking up a wicket after a big ball. Oh, that was plumb in front. That leg just going over to cover. That was crashing into middle and leg, no doubt.
Yeah, excellent decision here by Achenbach. Played around it, and like you said, looks like it's going to be hitting middle out the ground.
It's a great wicket to pick up again for Ireland Under-19. Only 18 runs more to win, but it's never over till it's over. In that 18 runs, a couple of more wickets will just give them that confidence going into that second match this afternoon.
Most definitely. It's like I said before, it's a long series. Cricket is played in the mind. It's all about confidence, adding pressure. So even if they just keep going here, keep nipping away, try and pick up a few more wickets, you just never know. The old cliche, cricket's a funny old game.
Faye Cowling joining Kayla Reinicke. Still 1 delivery to go for McCartney.
Oof, bit unlucky there for McCartney. And that's run away for 4 runs. It looks like she might have got a little inside edge there for 4 runs. Very, very fortunate was Cowling. Came in and tried to play a big shot with the first ball.
Must look like an educated edge there.
Yeah.
Because that's now the second one that Amy Hunter has missed. She'll be very annoyed with herself there. Very high standards for herself. And the 100 comes up for South African under-19 with that faint feather from Faye Cowling. It's 100 for the loss of 4. 14 runs to win in this very first match on this Monday morning. South Africa A taking on Ireland A in a 5-match series. 2 today, 1 on Wednesday, and then 2 on Friday. Again, all T20s, all in preparation for the Under-19 T20 World Cup. Freya Sargent coming back into the attack, picking up a wicket, only going for 9 runs. Bowling to Kayla Reinecker, the captain of SA Under-19.
Oh, once again went on that sweep. Got a bit of a top edge. A little bit fortunate there by Reinecker for 1 run. So, yeah, for me, like here, Cowling, she doesn't have to do anything silly now. Just try and give the strike to Reinecker. Comes in there, played a big shot that first bush, could have easily got out. Suddenly now you're 100 for 5, 100 for 6. You know, 12 runs or 14 runs can feel like a lot of runs. So they need to just keep their heads about them, their wits about them, not do anything silly here, South Africa.
Yeah, we mentioned it's all in preparation for the Under-19 World Cup. It depends on what your role is in the team. You might come out and bat, doesn't matter what the situation is.
Full toss there. Lucky to get away with that one was Sargent.
Cowling is a nice tall batter. Long levers, can get nice down to the track. Got a long reach.
A full toss, and there we go, just like you said there. Beautiful shot there by Cowling. It's to in front of wide of mid on there for a boundary 4.
It's a full toss again. Just helping the SA Under-19s. Just getting through the line and hitting it into this vacant deep mid wicket. And it's 9 runs to win. They're in the single digits now. Faye Cowling is on 8 of 3 of 2 boundaries, 1 of the inside edge, and then just a lovely shot through mid wicket. Just pulling out in the action is Faye Sargent.
Good use of the feet again. She drives it too long on. Worrying around it here. Good fielding, excellent fielding. Well done. Gets the ball in. Just keeps it down to 1. But this Cowling, she bowled really well. She's got a nice tour action when she bowls. Looks like a really good all-rounder for the future of South African women's cricket. Lovely to see.
Kayla Reinecker on strike, facing Freya Sargent. 2 deliveries to go in her third.
And again, she just whips it, and this one's running away for 4 at long on. Beautiful shot here by Reinecker. That power of hers, as she just pushes at the ball, and it runs past the bowler, wide of the bowler at through the onside.
Very lucky not to get caught and bowled here is Kayla Reinecker. You can see just out of reach of Freya Sargent, and the power. Ellie McGee had no chance of getting to that one. 1 blow away from the first match in the bag. 4 runs to get, 110 for the loss of 4.
Oh, a bit of a
warning there. You can see the smile from Freya Sargent saying, let's not have a mid-wicket conference there. Stay in the crease.
That's it, just works it around the corner. Looks like running hard, looking for the 2, just the 1. Nothing silly there by the South Africans. Well played.
Tector's got a very good arm coming in from the deep. Making sure it's only the 1, but very good nickel to the big shot, making sure you're getting the 1s. Playing in 5s and 7s is what all coaches ask their players to do. 41 of 25, 9 of 4. Only requiring 4 to win.
Yeah, so they obviously are about 30 to 40 runs short, the Irish. I think when that partnership of Hunter and Tector it was a vital partnership for them. As soon as they got out, they were looking so good at one stage. They were 50 odd for one, and then they lost. They both got out at the wrong time. They both got out one after the other, and then from there it just was a real uphill for the Irish.
Laura McBride coming in for her last over. She's bowled well. Nelson on the board. 4 wickets down.
Goes on a sweep, and that's run away for 4 runs. What a way to end the innings by Reinicke. What a fantastic knock she has played. She scored 46 not out after 27 deliveries. Fantastic knock here. Captain's innings by Reinicke.
Captain's innings and a great start in preparation of that Under-19 World Cup. South Africa Under-19 winning by 6 wickets. And it's Kayla Reinicke thus far 46, 4 shy of a lovely 50 in preparation. That is it for the first match in this series. It is first match in this series, as I mentioned. There's another one coming up. Did it in 13 overs. I think the South African coaching staff will be happy. They made light work of it. And you mentioned earlier that partnership between Hunter and Tector. That was the telling partnership because they looked like both of them were hitting their straps, getting going, and then 2 deliveries into that, getting out, both of them. And from there, every time a batter gets set, that's the wicket that they lose, and that's stifled the momentum going forward in their innings. And South Africa doing this with quite ease at the end of the day in the 13th over.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this match today. I think both teams are going to learn a lot from it, and that's what it's about. This is what this 5-match series is all about as well. It's to try and learn as much as you can about all your players, get more experience, and it's all in preparation for this World Cup that's coming up on the 18th of January 2025. So, yes, it ended up being a little bit one-sided. It could have gone differently, like I said, with that partnership with the Irish. But yeah, it's the first game of another 4 games to come. It's going to be an exciting series as far as I'm concerned.
The summary there for you: Ireland Under-19, 113 for the loss of 18. They're 20. Amy Hunter, the 24 of 26, and Alice Tector, 24 of 28. Pick of the bowlers, Ashley van Wyk, who picked up a wicket with her very first delivery. A nice caught and bowled when she picked up Alice Tector. It's a 3 for 22. And also Gemma Botha, her 3 overs only going for 5 runs and also picking up an important wicket. Mona Lisa Lagori also bowled brilliantly, only 9 runs and picking up the wicket. And Tabaseng Nini, the very first wicket that went down was hers. Bowled middle stump out of the ground. It was a 1 for 15 in her 3. And then the story of the South African innings dominated by Kayla Reinicke, her 46 of 27. Simone Lawrence also looked in a very positive frame of mind, 19 of 15. And just take us through the bowling there. Kia McCartney looked like she was going to pick up a couple of wickets in this innings.
Yeah, she landed up picking up 2 wickets for 16 runs. Obviously, she went for a bit too many runs. But then you had Freya Sargent, who bowled really well. She only went for 20 runs, and she got picked up a wicket. Then you have Nia McNulty. She bowled 2 overs, 1 for 21. Maybe a bit too expensive. And then you got Laura McBride, who she bowled her 3.1. Her figures don't give her justice, but she had a very nice spell. Didn't pick up any wickets, but her economy rate was really, really good.
That means South Africa Under-19 wins by 6 wickets in this first match of the 5-match series. We'll be back in about an hour or so's time in the second match. It'll be interesting to see how the Irish will reply to the South African victory. I think their mindset would be a bit different coming in that first 6 and also running between the wickets as the ground staff will prepare the pitch. It is Ireland Under-19 taking on South Africa Under-19. It is South Africa winning the first match by 6 wickets.